Faith Watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. How's it going today? How y'all doing? Yes, I gotta find out. I gotta ask, okay? Y'all let me know in the comments what's going on with y'all, how y'all week is going thus far. Anything that you have watched that was exciting, that inspired you, all that good stuff, let me know in the comments because your girl is here for it, all right? And yes, I need to know, all right? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled The Perfect Summer. Oh, that is just the perfect title. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. In this movie film about hope and making the choices, Lou, a surfing legend, takes his rookie grandson under his wing and challenges him to face his fears, push through, and earn respect by facing the biggest challenge of his life. Now, Faith Watchers, y'all can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. And yes, it is titled The Perfect Summer, okay? Hold on, I'm trying to get my lighting all right. Y'all give me a minute here. All right. So it's titled The Perfect Summer. Y'all can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. Now let's go ahead and get up in these people's business, okay? These characters who we love to talk about and learn from, okay? Yes, we get a window into their souls. We are in this beach town, and let me tell you, y'all hear me talk about on this channel a lot. Small town charms, beach towns, loving it, okay? You pulled me in when that is the scenery, when that is the setting. But yes, here we meet Jake, and Jake is like 17 years old, and we know that can be a very awkward, a very tender age because you're on the verge of manhood and, well, adulthood. Even though mentally you're probably not even there yet because you're still in high school and you got a lot of different things going on. You're probably a little bit, forgive me, y'all. You're a little bit immature, but you think you know it all, okay? You think you know it all because you're like, oh, I'm about to be grown, okay? I'm about to be grown according to the law. But at the same time, you're still a teenager. You still got a lot of growing to do. And with Jake here, wonderful son, I can tell, likes to do a good job. He is with his mom, his single mom, and he lost his dad like a year ago. So he's still in that grieving stage, very sensitive. A lot of different things are going on with him. And it's one thing when you lose someone very special to you. And also he not only like lost his dad like a year ago, but his mom, ever since the dad has been gone, has been facing a lot of financial challenges. And she finds herself having to make a difficult choice here. Either I'm gonna stay here and end up with the inevitable happening, which we know what could happen because she's been struggling financially, or she can return back home to her dad, to this beach town, and pull her son from all that he knows. And she doesn't necessarily want to do that because she feels like he's already going through it. He's already dealing with enough right now that no child should have to be dealing with. But she's like, I'm the breadwinner here. I still have to take care of him. I still got to put food on that table, keep a roof over your head, clean clothes on your back. So we're going to have to get up on out of here, okay? And so she ends up going back home to her dad. And her dad has a rocky relationship. Although you wouldn't be able to tell that at the very beginning of this film, she's very gracious, grateful, respectful that her dad allowed her to come back home and kind of start over because they do need a fresh start. More so, well, she feels like both of them do, her and her son, but more so her, because even though that something this difficult and very tragic has happened to their family, but at the same time, I'm sure where she was in Chicago, where everything reminded her of her late husband and different things. And that can be, she has her own different things that she's going through as a parent, as an adult here, as a woman here, and having to do everything all on your own, especially this late in life, as far as not that she is old or anything, but her son, being he's 17 years old, and his whole life he has had both parents. So you can imagine that transition, very difficult, challenging. Your heart is breaking for this family here, but at the same time, you're rooting for them, you wanting them to receive that healing. You know that there got to be something better ahead, and it took a lot of courage for her to do what she did, to make that difficult decision, knowing that you're probably going to get some pushback, knowing that your son may not necessarily understand, and he's going to want to lash out a lot of different things that he's been holding in. And Jake is a character here that does tend to hold in a lot, doesn't necessarily have that emotional intelligence at this point in his life, which we do expect. Most teenagers don't necessarily have that, and the only thing they can do at that time, if they're feeling uncomfortable or angry or different things like that, they're hurt, is lash out in some form of fashion here. And that is what Jake tends to do. And unfortunately, his mom gets a lot of that. But at the same time, she's strong and she's able to take it. And we do appreciate seeing a strong woman here. So we got all of that going on. So anyways, yeah. So they're back in this beach town, and right away you are automatically pulled in, and you're feeling for the family, but you feel that what I feel like Alyssa is experiencing, just a little glimpse of hope here, just because you're in a new environment. And sometimes that's what it takes in life. When you've been dealt so many blows and lows, sometimes it takes removing yourself out of a certain environment and getting yourself into a brand new environment. Sometimes that's all it takes, is seeing something different, having a new vision. And I feel like Alyssa, we got to see that a little bit more right off the bat, that she's feeling that bit of hope there, being back home, almost reminding her of what it's like growing up, being a child. Everything is like your dreams. You're so full of dreams, you're so full of hope when you're that young, because you don't have certain experiences, you don't deal with certain things that you have obviously dealt with by being an adult here. And so I feel like Alyssa's getting a bit of that hope, and also she gets to almost become, in a sense, we get a little glimpse of that, she gets to become almost like this little girl again, being with her dad and being able to talk to him, because they never got to do that. It was so much of their relationship that was lost as she was growing up, because he does have his own different things that he was dealing with when she was a lot younger, that she didn't understand, and that she didn't necessarily, and she was shielded from, she was protected from by her own mom. So with her being an adult and being a mom here, and having that more maturity and more wisdom to give her dad that grace and that understanding, we get to see their relationship develop. We get to see what it's like to give people another chance, to see that healing takes place. And I feel like if you're going through something as well, whatever that may be, especially if it has to do with life stuff, family stuff, here I feel like this film does give you a little bit of that blueprint on how you can go about taking the steps to receiving that healing, and allowing God to be the bridge, to be the foundation of that what you need, and not looking towards not looking towards things, material things, to fill that void, which we know will only ultimately cause you pain in the end. So it's much more wonderful and a lot safer to go to God first and allow him to be everything that you need and desire here. And here we do get to see that. We do get to see those elements of biblical principles there. We get to see God's fingerprints all throughout this story, which got me all like, I'm all like, oh, yes. And remind you of certain scriptures are going to come to your mind, especially if you're already on that journey. But even if you're just starting out, or you're a little bit skeptical and you're like, okay, I don't really know too much about that yet, this film would definitely open that door for you to make that decision, to make that choice and say, you know what, I want something different. Life has been a whole whirlwind here, and I can't keep doing the same things and getting the same results here. I need to make a change. I'm ready for that change, even if it's by myself. This film shows you that. It gives you that courage, and you walk away feeling courageous and inspired and wanting more of God at the end of the day. And that is what I like to bring to y'all. Those are the stories I like to tell y'all about and get y'all all excited about, because these are the things that you can take back to your real life. Once that film is off, once this review is off, once you leave this channel, I want to leave you with something that will definitely lead you back to the Lord your God, who loves you, okay? So yeah, once again, this is titled The Perfect Summer, and we have these beautiful characters here. We got Granddaddy Lou, and we got Alyssa, the mama, and we got Jake here. And Jake also meets some very, very interesting friends in this new beach town, which gives him a little bit hope and maybe make him realize, okay, mama wasn't all wrong here. This may be something here and maybe something here. I'm missing Chicago less and less, and I love that. And on top of that, oh yeah, I gotta add this in here, surfing. Yeah, I know some of y'all into that. I've never done it myself, but watched it, and I'm like, oh, that looks so much fun. And we do get a little bit like this little mini course in it, so I was all engaged, just feeling like I'm out there about to ride the waves and all that kind of stuff. So yes, you're gonna have a good time here in this film, once again titled The Perfect Summer, streaming right now for free on YouTube. But before I leave y'all for this evening, let's go ahead and share scripture, right? Because this is what really makes a difference. And we're coming out of Mark chapter 11 verse 22, and it reads, so Jesus answered and said to them, have faith in God. And I think at the end of the day, that's really what it is. That's really all you need. Have faith. That's all. Just believe. Just believe now, okay? So until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.